Home Sweet Biome by Heather Milton. What is climate? Definition of climate is an atmospheric condition such as temperature, humidity, and rainfall that exist over large regions for relatively long periods of time. What is a biome? Definition of a biome is communities of similar organisms found in a particular climate zone. Example of biomes are the evergreen forest and the tundra. Here in Virginia, we have moderate climate. We experience all weather conditions here, such as rain, snow, sunlight, hurricanes, tornadoes. Because of the mixture of warmth and coldness here in our state, we fall under the temperate deciduous forest for our biome. We have an abundance of big leafy trees that lose their leaves during the autumn and grow back in the spring after the last frost. For this lab, I chose to plant basil because it typically germinates within 5 to 10 days, and with it being in a biome, I figured that the moisture and heat would speed up the process. I planted the seeds according to the lab instructions on August 26th and placed one in the window of my living room because their temperature stays around 72 degrees, but it has direct sunlight for the majority of the day. The other biome I placed in the window of my kitchen. I chose this area because I cook a lot and usually the oven warms up the kitchen. Even though I placed it in the windowsill, it only gets indirect sunlight because there's a cover over the back of the house. My washer and dryer are in the basement, which is very cold, even if I'm running the dryer, and that's another reason why I chose the kitchen. The next morning, on the 27th, there was a considerable amount of condensation in both of the bags. The soil maintained a wet look throughout the entire time of the assignment. The basil in the front room sprouted on Sunday, September 1st, and in the kitchen sprouted yesterday, September 2nd. When I pulled the one from the front room, it now has 2 sprouts that have emerged. The one in the kitchen only had 1 sprout. I believe that the biome in the front room worked better because of the sunlight. It was providing the heat that it was lacking versus the other room, and this was producing more condensation, keeping the soil a little bit more moistened than the other. Also, basil requires full sunlight to grow, and I think that the direct sunlight helped the growing process. I really enjoyed this lab, and I'm going to continue growing my basil in the house with my biome. Thank you.